All right. Hey, what's going on there, Rev listeners and Today readers? My name's Chris, aka Primetime, working here on Rev 89. I got a show with my buddy the Jackal. You probably saw his interview, or maybe you'll watch it after mine. 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. We're bringing some humor, we're bringing some music, and of course, we're taking care of you. So stay tuned in and don't go anywhere at any time except for Narrow Radio, listening to Rev.
Hey, I'm Bobby Bonds, here of Rev 89.
And do you have any other name you go by on the radio?
Nope, I'm a sports director here, so if you understand my name, Bobby Bonds, it kind of goes pretty well, so I don't know, no really big reason to change it.
So what are your plans after you graduate from CSU?
You know, I just want to, keep working in the media, whether it's radio, TV, something else. I'd like to continue working with some sports. It's definitely a love I've had for numerous years. Used to play it, can't do it now, so now I talk about it.
So what's your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? Easy question. Baseball, hands down. People think that it's just full of useless stats and numbers. That's the truth. But when you understand it, it's a really good talent to have.
So when you're not working at Rev 89, what are you doing for fun?
Play a little bit of video games. I like to rock it out on the Guitar Hero, that is, because if I'd really try to play the real guitar. Bad situations right there. I actually coach baseball, some younger kids, and like to have fun. That's all what college is about right now, and I think I'm having fun.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to your listeners?
Tune in Wednesday nights. I got the sports show. We run down all the latest in sports, give wacky predictions. I've had a few in the past, a couple other people have, and it's just a fun time. Like to argue a little bit, and once in a while, everybody all agrees. That's the sports show. It's going to be every Wednesday night, so make sure you tune in. Get your opinions in there as well.
My name is Nick. I also go by T-Palms on air.
And how did T-Palms come about as your name?
Well, it's actually an interesting story. We actually did a song here at the radio station, like a cover, and I sang a T-Pain part. So my last name is Palmiotti. People call me Palms, and because I sang the T-Pain part, just kind of T-Palms just kind of came out of it.
And what do you plan to do with yourself after you graduate from CSU?
I'll probably be a radio announcer for a while. Hopefully, eventually, I can manage a station one day, and I don't know, maybe I'll end up here managing this station. But I probably won't be an announcer forever. I'd like to go into the management field in radio.
When you're not being an on-air personality, what are you doing for fun?
Well, being a radio guy, you have to kind of stay up on pop culture, so watch a lot of TV and movies, that kind of thing, hang out, like to watch sports on TV, that kind of thing, pretty much regular dude, I guess.
Any particular sports that you like to watch more than others?
Well, I played football for a long time, so football is probably my fave. Big New York Jets fan.
And do you have any messages for your listeners?
Check me out over the summer. I'm kind of, doing Tuesday, Thursday afternoons. But once the next semester starts, I'll probably do something.
All right, can we get your name, please?
Yeah, my name's Chris. On air, I go by Primetime, though.
And we've heard the background as far as Jackal and his nickname, so how did you wind up being Primetime?
It was kind of a collaborative effort. We were just throwing around ideas. We came up with the Jackal first, and when we came up with the Jackal, it was never really supposed to be his on-air name. It was just sort of what I called him in our free time. And then we decided to do the show together. We started throwing around ideas and stuff like that. And I had watched Bad Boys 2 the night before, and there's a guy in there, he's the bad guy, quote unquote, and his name is Johnny Tapia. And it originally came up to be Johnny Primetime, but we dropped the Johnny because it was just too long, so we just went with Primetime.
And what are your plans for after you're done at CSU-Pueblo?
Hopefully keep the fingers crossed. I want to work in radio. I love radio. Hopefully I'll get to maybe a bigger market, a Springs, a Denver, something like that to start off with. And hopefully the sky's the limit. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But I think, learning here and working here and getting so much experience, I'll have a lot more to offer than, just the average person who wants to work in radio.
And when you're not being an on-air personality or doing what do you do for fun?
I have a lot of fun. I like to go, I'm an outdoors kind of guy. I like to do camping, shooting, hunting, stuff like that. I like to get out and have a good time with my friends, different things like that. So a lot of stuff, kind of eclectic, if you will.
And do you have any messages for the REV listeners?
Just stay tuned in. Without you guys, we're pretty much nothing. So, keep those calls coming in. Keep having fun with it. REV's all about fun. We're basically, a lot of us here that work here are just like you, growing up in Pueblo, myself, born and raised. So, we're trying to build a station for you. So the more you're involved, the better it's going to be.
Hi everybody, this is Tracy. I'm Tracy on the air. Usually late night, early morning.
What's the name of your show?
Doesn't have one.
Oh?
I'm just hanging out and having fun with you guys late at night.
Yeah, what kind of music do you guys play?
Hip-hop, R&B.
Hip-hop, R&B?
Because it is the Revolution Rev 89, Southern Colorado's #1 hip-hop station.
Cool. Do you enjoy your time behind the radio, behind the mic?
Love it. I love when the calls come in. Fun people.
Yeah, what do you like most about the folks?
They just come in, they're looking for a good time, they're having a good time, and it's contagious.
Yeah, do they ask a lot of crazy questions?
On occasion, yeah. We'll get some pretty crazy callers. I love it, though.
Well, that's good. You enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah?
I guess.
Sure.
Okay. What else should I ask you?
I don't know. All right, could we go ahead and get your name, please?
My name is Angelo Alarius. I'm a DJ on REV 89.
And do you have any special names, or just go by Angelo?
I just go by Angelo, sadly enough. Actually, it's pretty darn good, though. You don't hear too many DJs with ethnic-sounding names, ethnic being Italian in this case.
Do you have a specific show that you do?
I actually do the Friday night phone-in every Friday night from 6 to 10 on REV 89.
And what are your plans for when you're done with CSU-Pueblo?
When I get done with CSU, I plan on maybe moving to a larger market, seeing about Springs or Denver. But I got to get my feet wet first, see what I can get into before I make my big plans.
And when you're not being a DJ, what do you do for fun?
When I'm not DJing, I'm working a whole lot. I also DJ on the side, do my own little side business thing, so that fills up a lot of my spare time. And family and friends. I love playing softball too. I'm always playing softball. Matter of fact, I've got a nice big bruise on my shoulder right now for being pegged pretty hard on home base.
That has to hurt.
Yeah, it does.
All right, and do you have anything you'd like to say to the REV audience?
Be sure to tune in to the Friday night phone-in every Friday night from 6 to 10 and all the great REV shows we have going on every day of the week on the Revolution Rev 89, Southern Colorado's #1 hip-hop station.
I am Neva Espinosa, soon to be Neva Quintana.
Are you excited about the upcoming wedding?
Oh, of course I am. I've been really busy. As a matter of fact, I even took the summer off, the first in about 3. So I got the whole summer off and I'm really working hard on planning the wedding. So it's going good.
So,
I have a little disclaimer real quick. I look like this today, kids, because I went and worked out really hard. But I would have got all made up for you if I would have known I was going to be on camera. But anyway, just a little disclaimer.
so what are your plans after you finish at Rev 89?
Well, since I was about 3 years old, I knew I was supposed to be on TV, and so I am going into television. News broadcast is my emphasis, so I will be bringing you the latest and most important news, the stuff that really matters to real people, not that blah, blah, blah gossip stuff, but the real stuff that affects real people.
So aside from planning for the wedding and working here, what do you do in your free time when you're not being a DJ?
Well, I'm a very busy mother of 3, and if I told you how old they are, then you can kind of guess my age. We won't do that. But I am a very busy mother of 3, and I work part-time as a waitress, and I love that gig too because it's practice for all of this stuff. Very sociable atmosphere, I guess you could say, and it's a lot of fun. So other than that, it's me and the radio.
And could you give us a little message for your listeners for your show?
Well, I am a panelist on the Talk, and that is our public affairs talk show. We are trying to come up with really new, fresh ideas, things that our audience wants to hear about, our listeners' concerns, and focus more on the needs of the listeners and not so much the panelists' views. So if you have any ideas, hit us up, let us know what you want to hear on Talk the Talk.